guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Jessie and I'm a 2 hours 1 life player, but today we're playing a different game. It's called Crabby and it's currently 50% off on Steam. Definitely worth the full price as well, so I'm not saying only get it when it's 50% off, but if you're a little bit on the fence, look into it, get it, play it for an hour. If you really don't like it, you can always refund, but I want to just make a bet with you. I don't think you're going to dislike it. This game has an appeal to a lot of people who like roguelikes, so I think people who are familiar with games like Hades and Slay the Spire, that they might be the audience that this game can also, you know, all over to their side in a way. Personally, for me, I do not like Hades and Slay the Spire that much, but I really like crabs. So I was like, oh, crabs, that's cool. So yeah, that's the reason why I got this game. And from the bat, there's something you want to see on this main screen here, and that is the real world impact that is mentioned to the right here. So as you can see to the right, it basically says the real world impact that the game has made. You can choose during certain levels to save, for example, sea turtles, or to plant trees, or to clean ocean plastic, or protect reefs and restore coral fragments and things like that. Those are quests you might get during some levels, and if you then choose whatever you want to support, the devs make sure to, you know, put a little bit of money in the pockets of these good causes. And it might not seem like that much, but I mean, just a gesture is super cute, right? So let us just continue and maybe start a new game or show you guys the games I have. I have a few games up and running. I have been playing this game a lot. So this one at a cozy level is Run 22, level 1, cozy game. This one is Run 1, level 1, a cozy game. I haven't played this one in a long while. I should probably delete this one because that's not what I'm playing anymore. Oh. All to delete. There you go. And then this one was a balanced game where I was kind of struggling. My crabs were dying. I'm not good at the balanced game. So when you start a new game, you can choose the difficulty level. Cozy is really cozy. This game is so cozy if you play it on this setting. There's hardly any difficulty keeping your crabs alive. But, you know, it's still challenging. There's still quests to do. You can still unlock all the funny hats. So yeah, cozy, good for playing. Balanced, this is the one that I tried, and my crabs died. I did not keep them alive. Now, one of my friends, Tanya from 2 hours 1 life, has also been trying the balanced game, and she lost about 10 crabs during one level when a spider got to them, and she was just not prepared for that particular spider at that point. I do think she's doing a little bit better afterwards, and she's just new to the game. I was surprised she didn't go for cozy from the start, because that's how I play. I go for the easy level first. And then we have challenging, for people who, you know, enjoy a challenge. I've never done challenging, and I've hardly made it through the balanced one. I struggled making it through the balanced one. So yeah, let's see if we can make this happen. So it says the ancient crab god is fading. The ocean needs a new guardian. And what you see here is that there's a giant crab god who is going to die. And these little crabbies, we need to hatch them. And as we do that, then we get to choose which one of these is going to become the new crab. The new crab god, in a way. So, because they're all already crabs, right? So we could choose Curly, we could choose Finn, we could choose Crab Cobb, we could choose Percy, and we could choose Sophie Scuttle. But I usually pick the one whose eyes I like the least, and that has to be the one with the starry eyes, so that's gonna be Finn. Now, before I choose Finn, I sometimes like giving them a nice color and some nice accessories or something. So we're just gonna make them look a little bit different. Just gonna make him look like this, and he's gonna get a little fish friend. There we go. And we're just gonna send Finn up there, who is going to ascend, and he's going to become the next crab god. But we're not there yet. This is what the game is about. Finn is going to become a sacred egg and won't be a part of your colony. We accept this. He's allowed to become the sacred egg. There we go. Goodbye, Finn. We'll never see your ugly eyes again, but you are going to become the crab who gets to like sit in the little egg and do absolutely nothing for the rest of the run. So he got out easy. The others, they will need to, you know, do all the work. So they say hatch a new god and restore harmony to your underwater domain. Now, we are playing the hardest possible difficulty. And we are in a tutorial currently, so I don't know how hard it's going to be at the hardest difficulty. Now, you might have noticed I immediately press space. This is not completely a pause because, as you see, they are still running around, but it gives me time to just queue up things. And these green boxes are where we plant things. So we're going to plant bubble kelp here. That costs 10 favor, and favor is what you see here at the bottom. So we're just, you know, spending this, but we don't have a gardener. So I'm just going to choose this crab, and he's going to become a gardener. This one is going to become a worshipper. We also need a scavenger. And let's get ourselves a hunter for now, because we don't need a builder. Builders make walls and they break down large structures, but I don't see anything to break down currently. So we're just gonna have these guys do this particular job here. Now I have so much favor at the moment that I don't think we're ever gonna be able to use it all unless we start switching jobs between the crabs all the time. Now, because there is no food yet on the map, I'm just gonna tell this guy to become a gardener. And the game is basically teaching us how to get favor, how to grow bubble kelps, and soon it's going to tell us that we need to get food. Now, it's already night, and here is the enemy, which is a baby darkspine. The darkspine wants to eat coral. He's a nibbler of coral. Also, if my pronunciations of some of the plant names, etc., or other names in this game is a bit off, just be aware, I am not native English, and I do not usually talk about reefs with other people because, well, I don't live close to the ocean or anything like that, so I don't see a reason why I would be talking about reefs. And for now, we are upgrading all of these, and our hunter is just chilling over here. She killed the little enemy that came out of the sides. So the enemies can only come from the sides; they will not come from anywhere else. Also, if you guys are hearing my cat, I apologize. He's having a tantrum right now. I don't know what about though. I gave him food, but you guys know how cats can be. So they say create a scavenger. Okay, we will create a scavenger. I'm just gonna wait until one of these is done with their plant, and that's going to be our scavenger who's going to carry food to that particular thing. Because we really can't progress unless we have someone carrying food into this little temple here. This little, I don't know how to call it, this shell? This shell over here that holds all the food. So he's been picking up food and he just yeets it up there into the Temple of the Tide. Once we have 70 food, we could already progress because that's all we need. But we can also wait a little bit longer. And if we wait a little bit longer, then we can get even up to 75 before we migrate. Now, I know this because I've just seen my friend do this. So yeah, but you wouldn't know this. So I don't think it's going to be night again. So I can make this one into a scavenger as well at this point. Because I think it's just stuck here for the tutorial's sake. They just want to show you like what one night looks like and other things. We also are stuck with... Oh, we can still upgrade this one apparently. So we're gonna let that one be upgraded. And now at 75, I think the game is just going to say that that's enough. There we go. And now we will say migrate. Because there's no more point to staying in this particular level. So it says we survived. We have 4 crablings that are still alive and none of them died. I mean, it would have been really hard to kill a crab in this level because there was no monster that attacks crabs. So when they are dropping the food now, you will see that the crabs will level up and you can choose something to make them stronger. So when I look at these, I do like quicker snipper, but then this one would become a fighter and not a scavenger. Fanatic feeding is also a really good one because every time he would toss food up, he would give us favor, which are the white dots, which is the currency for buying plants and such in the game. I don't like Seagrass Fanatic very much, but I think I'm gonna go for quicker snipper. I might change this crab's job. So at this moment, I'm not really looking at like what fits the current crab. So this is a worshipper. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think if this one gets worshipper, then changing the role for this one would not be great. However, the nippy feet, I don't find them super useful either at this point in the game. I might just go for this one, and this will make this crab not very attractive to change jobs with because he's going to be so expensive. But I usually have one or two of them that I never change jobs with. Let's see. Oh, cargo crab. That's a good one. So he's going to be the one that carries the food. So he will be able to carry 3 food instead of 1. So he's going to be much more efficient than before. And over here, I'm tempted to go for Wave Rider, which is gardening speed and max health and movement speed. Thick legs, honestly, it's really good for a builder though, because it will give them more health and movement speed as well. Wouldn't be bad. Oh, I'm tempted. I don't know. I don't have a single gardener though. That makes me a little bit bummed out. Now I'm probably going to get a new crab next level, so I will have someone to fill all 5 roles. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough. I might say, Jessie, it's a YouTube video. You can't take 10 minutes choosing between this. Okay, we're just gonna go for thick legs. I mean, it is a golden one, which is usually more valuable than the other. So we still have 5 food, which we can just randomly give to some, so I'll just give it to this one. Now, I like renaming my crabs. So this one is gonna be a fighter. So let me just rename this one into gladiator. We're gonna change the role into a hunter. This one's gonna be really fast. And I've unlocked every single item in the game, which means that I can just choose the gladiator helmet here. And now he's got a gladiator helmet. There we go. Then this one, I was thinking still keeping this one a worshipper. So I'm going to also customize this one. Let's give this maybe a nice little crown like this. Alright. And you know what? Let's name this one after, you know, the dev from 2 Hours One Life that makes our game as good as it is. Let's call this Moon, because I'm like reminded of Moon with like the yellow colors and such. Then this one has food carry capacity. So this one has to become a scavenger. If you're like, Jessie, I can't remember all of this. Are you supposed to? No. It's fine if you don't know it. Especially your first run. Don't do like me. Don't do the difficulty that I did. Like, don't do that. Oh, this one has to get the core cat. And this is going to be Colin because he's Australian. There you go, Colin. And then over here, Curly is probably going to be the builder. I don't know if he should be the builder at this point, but I don't know. Let's do the builder for now, because it is very expensive to be a builder. Let's make that Tanya. I'm gonna make Tanya out of that. So, what are we gonna give Tanya? A nice little builder hat. I don't know if Tanya would want to be a builder, but I like renaming them and just making them into people I know. So these are some of the devs from 2 Hours One Life. And then over here, Gladiator, who's just like, you know, generic little crap. And now, as you can see, this is where the roguelike really starts. You are going to start with this particular level. We're going to get 2 eggs, so 2 new crabs. We're going to find a clam, and we're going to find a ritual stone. Ritual stones are like upgrades for the entire colony. So they're very good, the ritual stones. I like them a lot. And we need to go all the way over here to this volcanic level. It's really dark. But we start from here, where it's a little bit more cheerful, not as depressing. So we're just gonna do this level at the Seagrass Meadows. There we go. I press pause again, which I do every level, just to get some things queued up. So if I see something that I can do, like we're gonna start by clearing out weeds, that's Collar Paw. We're gonna start by clearing that obstacle, and the worshipper needs to come and do his ritual thing at the ritual stone. Now, the problem is Colin over here, he doesn't have any food because we don't have a gardener. So, Colin, you're going to become a gardener for a second. This has cost me some favor. Also, my cat is still meowing. He's not happy. He has this moment during the day where he'll just meow at me. You know how cats get. Over here, I'm just going to say what they need to collect, so, or what they need to put in here. And you might be wondering, why are you planting these plants? The thing is, if you plant plants, you will get fish that show up. So over here, you just saw that a blue tang has popped up. And that is because the first thing we planted, the bubble kelp, spawns in the blue tang. If I only have one bubble kelp, that's only going to spawn in one. Oh, over here, this one can be a gardener too. There we go. You can come and clear that. And then Tanya, with a hammer, needs to come and hammer away this obstacle. Alright, so we can just do some more of these things over here. And sometimes it is hard to pick the ones behind the crabs where they are standing, but it's all good. So our ritual stone is looking like it has one ball, but there's another ball that's light currently. And that is because it says we need favor, 10 favor. We have 94 favor, so we have that. And we need 2 star corals, but we only have 1. Now we have 2, and it's lighting up. So now I say perform a ritual. And now there are certain upgrades I can choose from. So the wall tactics and the revelation of upgrading, I want both of these as soon as I can. I want to be able to upgrade my walls, and I want to be able to upgrade my plants so I get more animals out there. However, because we are playing on hard difficulty, I'm going to go with wall tactics for the first one. And we'll do the other one whenever it appears next. So this one, I'm going to say stop clearing this obstacle, Tanya. Because I want you to go and be ready for fighting. Oh, okay. The fighting is going to happen on this side. Now, the crabs will stand at your furthest plant. So if I say make another bubble kelp, then you saw how Tanya scooted over. Because Tanya's like, okay, I'll go stand a little further than the plant we need to defend. So that's why Tanya's standing there. And I'm also going to say over here that we want these upgraded. And you can see we got even a turtle here that comes from the seagrass. And this one spawns in... I'm not sure what the name is of this one. A cleaner grass is the name. And once again, if I say anything wrong, that's because I'm not native English, so... Okay, so at this moment, these things are coming. There's a lot of them. Oh my god. Okay. Mayday. I do not know if we have enough fighters. So, ooh, this was... Remember how I said this one is going to be really expensive to change jobs? Well, he just cost 29 for a job that's otherwise only 25 points. I'm gonna wait for one of these to be done upgrading something. And then once they are done, I'm going to let them fight. Now, what you can also see here is that there's these giant fish that can be quite aggressive. And sometimes that's a good thing, because they will help you fight these things here, the monsters. So what you are seeing, I'm just gonna pause to explain it. These baby dark spines, they're trying to destroy my plants. And you can see the heart over here is the heart of the plant. So they're trying to ruin the plants that I planted and make my job a lot harder. Now, these guys are fighting for their lives. And we're also gonna change Cuddles' job, which really sucks that I have to do this. But if I don't do this, they would just go and destroy all my plants, and that's the last thing we want. Luckily, as day comes, they do withdraw. But this is not looking good for us, guys. This is so difficult at this level. Once again, first time I'm playing challenging, so I'm not really used to this. And I don't even have enough points to upgrade to anything else. So we're gonna make a lot more worshippers so that we get more favor. I was spending so much of my money on... Well, I call it money, but it's favor. I was spending so much of it on just changing jobs. That is very costly. But I also didn't want all the plants to die. Now, these plants aren't dead yet. They are still having fish, but they are going to die next night. So, we need to definitely clear out this obstacle. I've been losing precious time here. We need to get to this side of the map, because there's another crab there, and that's another job that we can give to them, right? So I'm also going to say that they need to smash that thing. And then once he's done with that, I want him to come here and make a wall. This wall is going to be able to stop those ugly mobs that came. And I need to clear out the weeds. Maybe this guy can now become a gardener because, Well, he's here anyway. Build wall, what is he gonna do? Okay, he's clearing out the weeds here, so that's good. Yes, oh, we just immediately new weeds. So these weeds, if you do not remove them, they will just spawn new weeds as quickly as they can, and that's the last thing we want. Okay, so I'm just planting new stuff. So the good news is, if more of these mobs come, they're going to come for the new plants that we put up. Oi, oi, oi. It's already almost night. So, where are they going to fight? This crab is going to that side, which is good news for us. I'm gonna say stop building wall, because that means they will just have to come here. And I will tell one of them to garrison here, and that's where usually the hunter will go. He will climb on top of the wall, so that the defenses will be easier. Now I am making a little bit of extra money here, which I don't mind. But we are going to send at least one of them. Maybe not Moon. Who's this? Cuddles. Cuddles is just a random one. You can become a hunter too. So look at him. He's just sitting on top of the thing. Gladiator is like, oh, I got this. Alright guys, time to fight. I'm also gonna send... I'm gonna try saying attack to some of these so that more of them get attacked. And they can spawn these weeds as well, which we do not like, but it is the way it is. I'm just trying to get more favor so we can do more. But as you can see, the wall is holding... It just broke! It just broke, but it's okay. I think it's only one of them? No, that might be several in the same spot. Oh gods, how many are there? This guy is like, no! Where do we need to go? Oh, it's several. How many? Is it 3? Oh man, that's so many. No. Oh, this hard difficulty is hell, guys. There's so many of them. Luckily, these guys didn't hurt the egg, I don't think. And I haven't even gathered a single food. That is how badly I am doing this game. We are, however, closer to, you know, being better at defending. And at this point, they hardly took damage at all, so not too worried, honestly. I think we can still do this. Yeah, we can upgrade this plant as well. We'll do fine. So, where is Colin? Colin, you do need to start scavenging. We don't even have money to send Colin scavenging. We're so poor. So poor. Okay, now we have money to send Colin scavenging. There we go. So poor. Oh no, how am I gonna upgrade these walls to be ready for the night? So one thing I could actually look into is how to get more of these giant groupers. So the giant groupers, they are attacking the mobs as well if we get them close to us. So they will come if we need more turtles, and the turtles come from seagrass. So we should have 2 now. Yeah, so now we have 2. So if I focus on upgrading the seagrass and maybe planting more seagrass in a few spots, then we will be okay, and we might get them to help us. And that would be ideal. But we're not making a lot of favor currently. I might say, Jessie, why don't you just change the gladiator into one of these guys that gets you favor? The reason I'm not doing that is because it's too expensive. It's 25 favor, and none of them would generate 25 favor in a day. Or maybe they would, but then it's sort of useless, right? And I do want to keep 3 fighters, so I want... Oh, they're going to this side again? Where are you going, guys? Cuddles, where are you going? Also, what is he doing? Why are you not doing anything useful? Come on. Plant some seagrass. Where are they going to fight? So they just started moving to this side. So it's going to be here. One of them can go and garrison there. He just smashed a clam. And this gives us a little extra favor. I do like that. I do like that extra favor, to be honest. So let's try and upgrade some of that seagrass, or maybe plant a new seagrass here. Is that... Look, there he comes, the giant grouper. Can you come and help us, please? Come help us. Yes, he's doing it. Good job, grouper. I should have considered that earlier, that I was going to need more help. So how's our wall holding up? So the wall is this thing here. If I stop the garrison... Oh, the wall's down. Okay, maybe don't build a wall right now. Okay, they're fighting though. They're fighting. Come on, guys. We believe in you. These plants, they should be fine. They haven't taken any damage yet. And I do believe the others have restored in the meanwhile. Not sure if that happened automatically or if my plant crab, the gardener, maybe he's just taking care of the plants when they get injured. I think it's something like that. Okay, and we're doing okay in terms of all the rest. The night has passed and we were able to kill all of them. But we definitely should try to upgrade these walls or something. We're just not getting a lot of favor currently. So we're almost at 45 food. We just arrived at 45 food. Colin is really good at his job. He carries a lot of food in one go. So that's great. One thing I would say though, is that we would prefer to get to the maximum amount of food, which is 90. It's always the double of what you see, except for the first level. Okay, I'm going to put more seagrass here, because we do want... Yeah, we can go... Wait, how many do I need? I can get 3. I need more blue tangs. What's that? Blue tang is bubble kelp. Okay. Getting more seagrass will also double the numbers. If I upgrade all the seagrass, we will double the numbers of the blue tang. Hold up, you guys don't know how that works. You guys haven't seen that far. So, to explain it. So if we look at this little blue tang over here, like little Dory. If we want Dory, we need to get bubble kelp. 1 bubble kelp is 1 Dory. So at this moment we have 5 Dories, 5 blue tangs. Because we have 5 bubble kelps, or maybe not 5, but bubble kelp is this red thing. If I upgrade that, we will get another Dory, so then we will have 6. So the thing it says here is a want. Meeting wants will double the population. So once we have 10 seagrass, at that point, we will double the population. So we will go from 6 Dories to 12, which would be good. Also, I'm gonna see if I can upgrade the wall before the mobs are there. They are going here as fast as they can, but they're just not very fast. Let's be real. They're kind of slow, these guys. They're not the fastest the fastest crabs out there. I'm not 100% sure if this is okay. I could change him because we are so low on any favor. Oh, we're almost at 90 though. That's good, which means we can upgrade to the next level very soon. Okay, he's upgrading the wall. Yeah, and now he can fight. So the baby dark spines are kind of stuck here. And I can also say repair the wall. So I'm basically letting him repair the wall as they're trying to destroy it. They're stronger than he is, but he is saving some time. Oh, can he save the wall? No, the wall just went down. That was another 30 favor wasted. But the grouper is helping us. Sadly, only 1 grouper, but Tanya is hammering for her life. The grouper is like, die. I might say, upgrade, upgrade. You have the maximum amount of food, but I can't do that during the night. I can only do that during the day. So right now, they are trying to come. They didn't really make it here, I don't think. And I'm not sure if our egg was was damaged much. I think we might be okay. So... yeah, but we can upgrade now for the night. Now, for the sake of just showing some more things, we can just change this one back to a scavenger. And, you know, we could have met more of these needs if we had upgraded more seagrass. Never got to the point where we had that much favor to do so. So for now, we can just click here, click migrate, and all the crabs survived. None of them died. We got 2 new ones. And we are allowed to go to the next level, which is probably going to be one of the hardest levels I've ever done, because the really challenging difficulty is really challenging. Who would have thought? At least for me. But you guys don't have to start at this level. I love it as a cozy game. I love playing when there's hardly any challenge to it, and I would recommend you guys do that too. So let's go to Gladiator and make Gladiator stronger. So as we look over here, this is not good, guys. None of these things are really useful for a fighter. So we get to choose these that are kind of bad, not gonna lie. I think I'd go for Seagrass Fanatic. The digging up treasure is for scavengers, which Gladiator just isn't. So, but the worship thing is also not really needed. So Moon is the one getting worship, and I felt constantly like I wasn't getting enough worship things. So if I look here, I could make Moon a fighter as well. Change his job completely. Moon, you aren't getting enough worship favor out there. We're gonna make you a fighter. We do need more fighters as it is, because we were seeing how we were struggling. And let's see, who else am I going to upgrade? Let's start with the level 1s, because they don't have any buffs whatsoever. Ooh, this is a good one. Hammer time. So this one could become our builder. He will be building a lot faster when he needs to build his walls. He's going to be able to keep those walls alive much better. So let's choose this one. It's also, if you saw it correctly, that was purple, that particular logo thing. So makes sense to go for that one. Now over here, you would say the yellow one is always better. And I'm not even really going to lie with you. However, I think Wise Gardener is really good because he will be faster at gardening. And we don't have a gardener yet. The movement speed and the max health is very nice, but if he's not going to be a fighter, it doesn't matter how healthy he is, right? So, yeah. And then we have Tanya and Colin. Let's give them both 2 food, just to even it out between them. And this is what we're dealing with for next level. So the jobs will be redistributed as well. Moon is no longer going to be a worshipper. Moon is going to be a hunter as well. And maybe we can customize the weapon here. We're going to give Moon a star. There we go. Colin, you did a great job with the food carrying once I let you do it. That was on me. So Tanya has maximum health and movement speed. But Tanya, you're also getting a new job. You are becoming the worshipper at this point because we don't have any worshippers at this moment. And sure, you won't be as good as Moon was because Moon... I know I was complaining about Moon, but the problem wasn't his. It was just that I was spending so much coral points all the time. And then this one's going to be the hammer guy. Let's just call this one Bob. It's going to be Bob the Builder or something. And we're going to customize him. Oh, that's the wrong role. He needs to be a builder. Customize him. Give him the little Bob the Builder thing. And maybe also give him a different color. Let's make him blue. Here we go. That's Bob the Builder. And then this one is going to be our gardener. So we're going to make this one a green one. What are we going to name this one? Let me think. I like calling them Alphabet sometimes. Hey, you know, that's a Wicked reference. You're right. You're right. I am referencing movies in these things sometimes. And as a gardener, I have unlocked a really cool hat, this one, and it makes him look like a witch. And you can make your crabs green, so, you know, just a green little crab over here named Alphaba. Nothing weird about that. You can give them fish buddies if you want, if you've unlocked them. So I could give Alphaba a little fishy friend. She is friends to all the animals. And then that's what we would start the next level with. Now, I'm not going to play this next level because I think 30 minutes is long enough for a video, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this one. Now, what you would do at the next level is you need to make a choice. So you can choose to get 2 new friends for your colony, which honestly is probably what I'm going to do. Or you could go here and choose 2 new upgrades for your colony if you can at least make it through this quest. Now, this one also gives 1 upgrade and 2 of those new friends, 2 eggs. And it gives you a clam. I would say this is a pretty good one to play, so I would probably go for that one. And yeah, the other levels, they will get progressively harder through this game. I don't think I would honestly survive this run. I think it's really hard at this level. But yeah, I would hope you guys give this game a try. It's so much fun. And if you do, please let me know how you feel about it. I'm also not 100% sure, but it's possible there's a demo of this game up on Steam. And if there is, please try that demo if you're still on the fence. And yeah, just see for yourself how fun it is. Now, I have really enjoyed playing this. I'm just going to go back to the main menu now. Also, there is an encyclopedia where you can learn about all the plants, etc. that you have unlocked during that run. Because we haven't unlocked many yet, there's not a lot of things to see. But yeah, this is stuff for you to learn, stuff for you to study. You can read all the interesting trivia facts and learn more about coral reefs and all that way. And I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you for watching. Do check out my other content as well, especially if you love simulation games that are made by indie creators and stuff, because 2 Hours One Life is basically that. Survival crafting game. I never know how to describe 2 Hours One Life. I'm so bad at it. But yeah, for those of you that are looking for another game to play, I really recommend Crab God, so definitely look into that one as well. I'll see you guys around, and until next time, bye-bye!